made the world turn. What happened to me? It's not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
Hello, Blue Dot family. How in the hell are y'all doing today? I hope you've had a fine day. I hope the sun shined on your ass all day long. Let me get my shit together here. Turn that off, turn this down, all that shit. Cobra Jet Cat was the first one to jump in, followed by Teresa Hicks, JTLBZ. JT, thanks for coming in. Annette Serrano, our own Miss Chick is in the room. Roger Hammelwright, Dan Hack, Trudy Bachter, Debbie Capran, Harvey W. Boy, howdy shit. Kelly Harris is here. Jeanette Miller, Sam is here. Dorothy Tyndall. Let me see. Bunny Griffin, thank you, darling, for being here. Dwayne's Music, outstanding. Big Johnson's in the room, as is Jeff Curry and the Astro CEO. Boy, howdy shit. We're climbing all the way up into Colorado. Donald Ware is here. I know, shit. Anyway, Stephen Scott, Francis Sailor. I'm going to give up. My mouth ain't working. Shit. Let me get on down here. And Michael K. Wise, Johnson's in the room. Janie Buck, Penny Hartleben, Reba's in the room. Hudson Kerr, Dennis and Jan. How y'all doing? Anyway, what's going on? Well, shit. You know, I did a rant today. I've had a couple of suck days. I did a rant earlier today, and it was on after seeing the UK Prime Minister up on the podium there with Donnie taking questions from the press, and as happened with French President Macron just the other day. And questions are asked, and Donnie just goes into his standard. We're doing things. Things are great. You wouldn't believe how great things are going to be. We're all doing this, and we have a concept of that. And it's just word salad every time he speaks. But the courage of both Macron and the UK Prime Minister today, up from the podium, said the peace with Russia and Ukraine cannot reward the aggressor. You didn't hear Donnie. As a matter of fact, a reporter in the audience asked him if he would call Zelensky a traitor. Why did you call Zelensky a traitor when it had actually Putin is the traitor? Or shit. It's been a rough fucking day. Not traitor. Sometimes John gets lost for a single word. And the dictator. I'm sorry, dictator. Damn. John's Rolodex is a little slow. When Trump called Zelensky a dictator, and he did on national TV, and then he tries to play it backwards. I don't remember saying that. Yeah, you do. And he was called out on that today. And he skipped the answer. He didn't, the UK Prime Minister answered the question that he was given, and then when it came to Trump, and the question was, is Zelensky a dictator? He didn't answer the question. He's hum-hauled around it. This man has got nothing but one plan, and that is to sell us out to Russia, to climb up Putin's ass, to kiss as much of his butt as he possibly can to flower him with adulation and just, it's a sellout. It's a sellout. Anyway, hi, Miss Chick.
Hi, John.
How you doing?
Yeah. I have somebody that's in the background there. You can hear him.
It's got 2 legs or 4 legs?
He just... Hang on just a second.
All right. I'm assuming that has 4 legs. Anyway, the word salad depression is a mental condition fits Trump to the T. Yes, that's what it just not to mention the courage that both of them showed, speaking their mind and answering questions directly. It's Trump's ability to just sidestep everything without giving an answer to anything. It's just word salad, bullshit, and innuendo. And
they all do it. He just usually doesn't do it as well as the rest of them.
Oh, he does it very well. He does it well. He does it well, but it's not difficult to see through the bullshit.
Yeah. Well, he did actually. I think he got asked that question twice. Because there was something before they went in for their meeting, and then there was something after they came out. I think he got asked twice. And the one time he was asked, he just sort of looked at the person and said, "Did I say that? I don't think I said that." And that's how he answered the question.
I don't think I said that.
I don't think I said
Should we go to the tape? It's almost like you want to have that somebody there with an iPad or something and just say, well, let's go to the tape and pull it up and just show it to him right there. Because that's the only,
Well, he would say it was AI.
Yeah. Always... I did you see the video he shared on X?
I did.
Oh my God.
The one about Gaza? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, the one with a golden statue of Trump.
It was pretty disgusting. I know.
Very disgusting. Very disgusting. And it's an embarrassment to our country, to our society, to the world itself.
Yeah.
Boy, out of shit.
Yeah. And, granted, I know that the gentleman from the UK, what's his last name? Starts with S.
The Prime Minister?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're having the same problem I had.
I know. It's a new name to me, so I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't committed it.
But he was doing his best, and I understand. He did hand that envelope to him. It wasn't an invite to go meet with the king, the actual.
King. Oh, he ate that up. He ate that up like you would.
Oh, sure he did. But he's just
Starmer.
like
Starmer is his name. Prime Minister Keir Starmer. I'm sorry.
Starmer.
STAR.
NER or MAR?
MER.
That guy.
That guy.
But he's the new guy on the block, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And everybody else, Trump's first term, everybody else tried the same thing. We can talk to this man. We can make him listen. Well, it's his turn to try. We'll see how well he does.
I was disappointed to see today that the Supreme Court put a pause on the lower court's decision to make Trump cough up federal funding, which kind of makes me nervous.
Which funding?
With the Supreme Court. It was a lower court decision that the Trump administration had to release federal funds that had been appropriated by Congress. And a lower court gave him a date that you had to release those funds, and the Supreme Court stepped in and said, hold on.
Specific department. Which department was it, Because they've done that with almost every single department.
I'm not sure.
And they backtracked on that today too and said the USAID, whatever. They said, oh no, that we've released those funds. Well, it doesn't. You stopped them. It doesn't just fix things. No. You had people leave. You kicked him out. Now the whole chain of command is gone. So you're going to throw some
Yeah,
money
that's
back
by
at.
design. I
Yeah.
believe that's by design. He's trying to weaken or destroy every department that we have,
Poke a
every
hole and
facet.
mix it around and just spin it around, yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
Let me call out Demetrius Cephas, who came in with a $5 donation and said, "BDF, if you get a chance, watch Malcolm Nance. He went, he went the fuck off. A true patriot. I bet he does. I like that guy, Malcolm Nance. Uh, I haven't seen it. I'll have to look it up, check it out. But let's see.
Hey.
I want to. Huh?
Oh, that dog.
Oh, that
Set
dog.
him.
Is
I
that
had him
dog?
on my
Is that? Well,
the ground, but
well, that's all right. You take care of the dog. In the meantime, we'll welcome in Lydia. Lydia, are you with us?
I too have a dog that is just saying hello to everybody.
A dog. See, y'all are saying a dog. I've got dogs.
Well,
I
I
have
have
dogs, but only one's a problem.
I
Okay.
I have two dogs, and if you see in the picture there on my profile,
I do.
Oh,
the reddish one is the one that is making all the noise.
Oh, well, it's got something to
The
say.
the one that is the one that's pulling on the bandana is quiet and just being a sweetheart.
Well,
But she's a little troublemaker too. So.
oh, I'm sure when they get together, they conspire and come up with all sorts of devious
Oh,
plans to. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm well
well, you
versed
know,
in dog conspiracies. So,
yes, yeah. They plot against us. They own us. That's for sure.
they do.
Lydia, remind me where you're from.
I live in Canada.
In Canada. Well,
Yeah.
welcome to the United States.
Well, thank you.
And let
Well,
me
actually,
apologize for the. Oh
for
Lord, he
what?
did it. They did it
Oh,
again
what?
today. Something about the 50 Canada and the 51st state again today. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well,
it's
personally, I think maybe King Charles may sort of say to Trump, "You're out. I'm taking over
I'd,
the
I'd love
U.S."
it. I'd love it.
Wouldn't that
I'm
be? Wouldn't
surprised he
that?
got an audience with the king.
Like
It
I mean,
bothers me a little bit.
it would be basically a round circle because when the U.S. became the U.S., it was because the king had gone off the deep end and thought he was a bull or whatever, or a cow or something, and the insanity of what was it, King George or something, and
Yes.
then by the time he kind of came out of that mental illness, he made sure all the maps ignored the United States. So, it was that all the maps that he had from then on, got rid of the colonies completely.
Indeed.
So
I believe
maybe with his going over there, since Trump is a bit insane, and perhaps he will sort of say, like, haha, we're taking over, and maybe there you go, and then you can become part of the Commonwealth in the 11th province.
that's it's been proposed. That
Really?
Canada, Oregon, and Washington State just secede from the Union and just join Canada. I think
Yeah, I
Wisconsin
and
and
I think any blue spot, you're more than welcome.
yeah.
I extend it. I'm not sure how legal binding that will be, but I'm all for it. So
I'm afraid. Yeah, yeah. It's a nice offer, and boy, howdy shit, I would love to take it. Uh,
yeah,
yeah,
and like I mean, and you could always apply more to be a territory first, in the sense of to get used to some things, or adjustments. This is different, but. And by the way, I will tell you this: I do have dual citizenship, so.
Oh, you do. Well, there you
Yeah,
go.
so
There you go.
I'm just sort of
As do
saying.
a lot of Canadians have dual citizenship.
Yeah, a lot do.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but I
I
have
know.
it from the reverse. I have it from the reverse. I was actually born in the U.S. and I understand the plight of immigrants. So there you go.
There you
So,
go. Outstanding. Well, we're glad you
but,
came by to visit.
yeah. So yeah, no, I would just sort of say, it's up here there's a lot with boycotting going on of U.S. products, but everyone is sort of saying, it's not against, Americans per se. It's just really more or less
No,
it's
no.
more Trump. They
It-
recognize it, but they're
There has
recognizing
to
that
be a
damage has been
response.
done. Yeah.
There has to be a response from our idiot president threatening tariffs on everybody, and he's threatening to double them up now, I understand.
Yeah.
He's just in this world of his own. He doesn't
Well-
really give a shit how it impacts the world or the United States or Canada. He's just,
Yeah.
he's throwing everything up against the wall to see what sticks. Anyway,
Well, the great thing with the tariffs that was proposed, I don't know if it has happened yet, but they were talking about the tariffs that will be aimed at U.S. companies or whatever are going to be surgical, more toward red states first. But they were saying anything with Tesla or with Elon Musk would be 100%
there you
tariff.
go. There you go.
So,
Yeah,
but I don't know if
his
that will
stock's
work.
taking a hit. Tesla's
Yeah.
taking a hit on the stock market. I know that. And
yeah.
what was that? Some story. He wants to take over. Oh shit! Oh, wrong mouse.
Oh, air traffic FAA.
Yeah, the FAA. Elon Musk says upgrade of FAA's air traffic control system is failing, and SpaceX needs to take over Verizon's contract. Just can we get any more blatant? Just come in and rape the country for whatever you can get out of it.
I just didn't know that. I mean, I knew Trump was an idiot to begin with, but like in some ways, is it President Musk then?
Most people in this country think President Musk would be an appropriate term. Every time they're in the room together, it's Musk speaking and not him.
Well, and he also takes the authoritarian position by standing all the time. So.
Oh yeah. He likes to do that. Hey, let's welcome Yelly Man and George into the room. How y'all doing?
I'm doing good, John.
Good.
Doing good.
George?
Doing wonderful too.
Outstanding. So what's on y'all's mind today?
Who do
Go
you
ahead,
want?
Gilliman.
You want to go first? Do you want to go first, George?
Go ahead,
Go
George.
ahead, be my guest.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's the same thing. We're paying attention from Europe, and he's hitting us with 25% tariffs. Trump is hitting Europe with 25% tariffs, and I don't know how Europe is going to reply, but I think Europe is going to retaliate against the United States. So it's going to be a trade war.
That's exactly what he's prompting, a trade war.
Yeah.
And guess who loses in that shit?
No,
We do.
everybody loses.
We do.
Everybody.
Yes. Everybody
Consumers.
loses.
Yeah.
There is no
And
winners
it's
in
kind
that
of,
shit.
and it's kind of, it's also very scary to think of the budget he was able to pass. That is going to, I mean, it's going to have like
Well, it hasn't passed yet.
No, but it got passed in the
it
House
got
of Representatives.
advanced. It got advanced, I think.
Let's
Yeah,
hope
means-
it doesn't get passed. Let's hope it, because it's a terrible budget and it's going to hurt a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's a longer
Well, that's
process than a normal thing to get that thing.
What's that?
I said, I think it's a little different process and a little bit longer. It can be a little bit longer process to get that passed.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope he's.
And I believe
We're able
it's
to stop
to
that.
get a budget passed, it has to be bipartisan. One side is not going to be able to do it by themselves. They don't have enough numbers. I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, they haven't
I
been
think-
shy when it comes to shaking every other department down and stuff.
Oh.
So we wouldn't be
they're-
surprised if status quo.
Just the way to like today, you've seen the video, I'm sure, on the news of the U.S. Aid people that were terminated at their offices, and they had 15 minutes to get in and get their shit out of their office and get out of the building. 15 minutes. They're being treated like shit.
Mm.
And some of them have worked for decades. And all of a sudden you're out of job, get your shit and get out. Boy, howdy. Not even a kiss.
Yeah,
It's
treating
just
them like criminals.
Yes. Yes, they are. And oh, what else? Oh, I saw a peanut butter company is having trouble because the USAID contract was cut off, and the company that was making products to ship out, in this case peanut butter, they got problems now. They're not going to be in business much longer. There's the same thing for the farmers and the grain, the shit that we sent overseas, the food and the medicine, all that you cut that off. You cut off the supply chain that provided that, and that's going to be felt all the way down the line. So and he's cutting the throat of the farmers, the manufacturers that it's a trickle down shit. When shit hits the fan, it splatters everywhere, and that's exactly what is happening.
He's breaking cooperation too with a lot of the nations and stuff that that we give aid to and stuff. And a lot of that stuff's going to go to waste if we don't do something with it anyway. There's always a surplus of this or that every
grain
year.
or whatever it is,
corn, whatever. Yeah, exactly.
Medicines that immunizations that had to be time sensitive, or that are going to expire if not used. But SK the Fat said U.S. aid employees are getting booted by a wealthy South African. And that says it all. And he has no idea what he's fucking doing.
And then he backtracks and he says, "Oh, any of you retired traffic controllers, we'd love for you to come back and work for us." Well, you know what? They mandatorily retire traffic controllers at age 56 for a reason. You don't just ask.
It's a very crucial position, as we've seen lately.
It's stressful.
It's very stressful, and you have to have your shit together.
There's a reason that they retire them at a certain age. Yeah.
But they've had the same situation happen across the board when they've gotten rid of a whole bunch of people, and then have to go back and hire them back. Because they fired. They did that with the Nuclear Regulatory Committee, I think, or whatever, the ones that are in charge of the nuclear program. And when they fired a bunch of them, and then all of a sudden realized, oh shit, they maintain our nuclear stockpile. Might need those guys.
Every single one of them. It's been a what do you call it? It's kind of like being in the stands at a football field and the team's going rah rah rah, score score score, and then oops, okay, missed it.
Yeah.
Back up, try again. Like, oh my god.
So, but I mean, why do you need nuclear scientists when if Musk can fix that? He's a genius.
He's qualified.
Yeah, I don't think so much. I don't think so much a genius. I think he knew how to invest money. That's his social game is lacking tremendously. His government experience, lack of experience shows. What's that?
Musk doesn't invent anything. He just buys companies. That's it. Everything that he's bought has been already in existence. He bought out Twitter. He bought out Tesla. He bought out Starlink.
I guess he's good at recognizing a good product. Maybe he should stick with that.
Good at
corporate. And now he bought Trump, so
you buy something and you strip what you want out of it and then you just dump it. Yeah. That's what he's good at.
Well, and he might. I don't know what he's going to do with Tesla. Tesla stock is dropping, and it has to do with his image.
Yeah.
You know,
And
I'm
here's
not
the thing, we're going to be doing some boycotting, right? Well,
tomorrow.
I was taking a
Tomorrow.
little peek in, well, and some other days too, but I was taking a little peek at one of our Blue Dots Facebook pages from Denmark,
Oh,
and they have, I don't read Danish, but some of it translates. There is a translate button for some of it, but they're a member of a group that's boycotting U.S. products, be it Coca-Cola, things like that, and they're listing the products, and they're checking with their local stores to say we don't want that product. We want you to buy from this
right.
country or our stuff or
Can't blame
whatever.
them.
And no, do it, please,
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it. I'm behind that. Do it. Yeah,
You know,
boycotts.
you know what Donnie is doing. It's not only tearing apart the United States. He's doing his best to tear apart NATO, to ruin any relationships that we have in Europe, and all with the plan of sucking up to Putin. You know, I think the reporter today had it very well. A good question. He evaded. He didn't answer it. But can you say right now that Zelensky is not a dictator and that Putin is a dictator? Couldn't do it. Couldn't
Nope,
do it.
couldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. Wouldn't be
That's
prudent.
a sad statement. When the U.S.
Yeah.
president can't stand there and quote a fact.
Putin and Russia have been grooming Trump for many, many, many years.
Since 1987. Since
Yep.
1987, when Donnie was over there in the Miss America pageant and all that shit, he's been trying to suck up to Putin his whole life. He wanted a Trump Tower in Moscow. He's pissed that he didn't get it. He didn't kiss up enough, I guess. But now, yeah, I think Putin's been grooming Donnie since the mid '80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he is. He's a lapdog for him. He's not going to badmouth Putin. He's not going to go against Russia for shit.
Well,
I'm
and
very.
Putin
Huh?
promises just like Donnie does. You know how Donnie will promise you, a golden calf, but yet when you get it, it's just a spray painted turd.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
exactly what he has to hand out. Spray painted turds.
Well, that
And I think the guy got there ransacking the Doge, whatever you want to call them, idiots. Musk has been in contact probably 5 times as much as Trump has. So their correlation
Trump's
there.
not doing a damn thing.
No, he's rocking
He's not
chair
doing
meat
anything
right now.
It's the people behind him, Musk and others, that are doing shit. Donnie doesn't do nothing. Thinks
I
about
don't
his
think he
golf
even
game.
reads them executive orders that he signs. I think.
Oh yeah, holds that up
You
like
know,
he's
just-
a proud kindergarten who just learned how to sign his name.
Yeah.
Everything about the man just disgusts me.
With a really big crayon.
And
I'm
every-
at that
and every
point to where
cabinet-
even if he sneezes wrong, I'm bitching at it. Where did you see the way he sneezed? That's a communist sneeze if I ever heard one. It's that deep nowadays.
Right.
I can't stand the sight of him. I can't stand his constant bullshit, because every time he speaks, every time,
It's
it's
not
just
him.
word salad. It
Every
has no
Republican
meaning.
I've seen in this past week, they open their mouth and they just lie.
That's it. Just lie.
They just lie.
Just bald-faced lies too.
Or they backtrack, or they don't say anything, or they lie.
Yeah.
That's it.
They do it with such ease too. I mean, it's like
That's how come we have to speak up.
Yeah.
And you can speak up tomorrow. February 28th, right?
Yep.
If I'm not making
Week
the calendar
five.
wrong.
Yep.
That's the no buy 2025. If you could make it the day without buying anything, do it.
Yeah.
Because we have to show our power somehow. And that is probably the most effective way to do it, is if you get enough people to not buy shit. They forget who the economy, who pays for the economy. We do.
You have to make your own dinner tomorrow, then, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go out and eat and buy food tomorrow. You have to make your own dinner. If you want to join the boycott, John. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Not a problem. I had a
You
Hot
gotta-
Pocket last night.
Maybe you can go and take a loan and buy some eggs or something.
Yeah. Yeah, how about the price of them eggs?
Yeah.
Well, I put a post on Discord in main chat room, and I said that I was gonna hold out till Monday before I buy anything. I'm just gonna hang out and watch TV, college sports, whatever.
Yep.
And
And this is just
I mean,
normal, too.
that's a stretch for some people, but
It is.
I figure, that I can do that little bit of a part.
But
Whatever
it's
we can
really,
do.
it's really not that hard. I mean, if you know it's going to
Right.
be a certain day, you can pre-shop and whatever. But
Yeah.
they're going to
I'm
be
sure
asked.
if there's something you need today or tomorrow, you can run down to the store today, this evening, and get what you absolutely need.
Here comes
And
the
then-
harder ask, John.
Huh.
Come March 7th, which is a Friday, for a whole week until the following Friday on the 14th, they don't want you to purchase anything from Amazon.
Oh, that's easy for me.
It's easy for you,
Yeah, I
but
got no money anyway.
That's easy for me. I never use Amazon. I don't buy shit from them.
Me
Oh,
neither.
I've
Never
used
have.
them before. I've used them before. But
around
Oh, yeah.
here
it's not a
yeah,
problem right now.
during COVID, it was heavily used. Heavily used.
It is. It's a huge market, Amazon.
And then you get
Yeah,
used
and if
to
you
it.
can impact that, that's sending a damn message.
Yep,
Especially
that's
for a
whole
week. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Yeah. That would
Yeah.
make a huge impact. And I believe that's what we need to do. We need to come up with creative ways to make our voices heard. Because us standing around screaming evidently ain't working. It has to be a collective voice. It has to be from all of us.
Yeah,
And
the
they're starting to get a
protesting and
taste of that at
screaming.
their town hall meetings there, these Republicans that are going out there especially. They're getting a taste of that shit. They're not wanting to go out there and do a town hall here.
Well, around here they didn't like doing them anyways. They weren't very popular when they got
Yeah, mine
voted in
don't. Mine don't.
with Trump the first time.
Mine just sits in his office and votes whatever way Donnelly slaps him upside the head to do. Hey, let me thank 77777 Blondie came in with a $10 donation and said, giving to those we know. Oh, from Keith and Kathy Beal. How y'all doing? I've spoke to those people before. Yes. Keith and Kathy, I'm glad y'all are. Yes, maybe I'll give y'all a holler. See how y'all are doing. I'm so glad to see y'all in there. Anyway, James Tripp came in with $5 and said Stalin purged his military before World War II. That didn't go well. No. And that I am. It's always on my mind because I'm a veteran, because I served, because I took that oath.
Do you know who
I have
Steven
to believe
Feinberg
that oath is going to
John?
hold through the military because it's going to be challenged. This headset guy has got his head up his ass, and he's going to do whatever Donald Trump tells him to do. And Donald
John,
Trump's
I
going to
have,
try to
A
push.
whole bunch of
I
us.
have something. I'm gonna tell you that I'm reading in my news now. That
But
Steven Feinberg, whatever the hell his name is. He's he's in Congress now, being confirmed as the Deputy Secretary of Defense. And they asked him in the confirmation hearing. They asked him, "Did Russia start the war in Ukraine?" And he couldn't answer the question.
He couldn't answer the question.
None of them
No.
can.
And that's going to be the line all the way through the Trump administration when it comes to anything anti-Russian.
Yeah.
You're going to see every one of them hum-haul around. Well, they come pull out a cane and a top hat and just do their little dance because they're afraid of him.
The Grand Old Party that used to be
is no more.
No.
The Grand Old Party is dead.
Yeah.
It's been replaced by the maggot party.
Yeah. Yeah.
And every day the Republican Congress lets this go by is just an affirmation of exactly that they have
Can you
bowed
imagine
to a
if John
king.
McCain was alive today in Senate?
The honor of John McCain, those days are gone.
Yeah.
It's like the Republicans have no morality. They have no integrity.
No.
They're willing to let Donald Trump do whatever the fuck he wants.
Mm.
And it's going to hurt a lot of Americans, including their own constituents. So who are they more afraid of, their constituents or Donald Trump? And the answer for Republicans is Donald Trump. They're more afraid of him than their own constituents. That's a sad statement.
Well, his own constituents aren't apt to go and hanging where Trump might have you hung. Or at least you make the threat like he did with Pence.
Well,
I think there's a lot of fear that's running rampant in the Republican Party, more so than
I hope
the
so.
Democrats.
I hope so.
There's really no other explanation for them to be going along with all this crap unless it's just out of fear.
Out of
There's
fear,
another thing that
or Donnie has dirt on every one of them or something. I don't know how. I've seen some of these Republicans on there and how they twist themselves into knots to not answer a question or to make sure that it's ambiguous if it's anything derogatory towards the Grand Poobah.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's about having any dirt on them. I think that's about threatening their lives. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Or just voting, getting his little MAGAs to go against them, and that's enough to scare anyone, really.
Oh, they just, yeah.
You know, just think of all the hate you would
Yeah,
get.
because the physical threats have been there.
One bad tweet, and everybody's at you. That's all it takes. Or whatever they're called. Truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy,
There have been several members of Congress. I don't know if it was people. I think it was actually Republicans that received death threats if they hadn't have confirmed Kash Patel.
Well, nowadays, that's it. That's in our body politic now. Is the threat for violence has had a huge uptick.
That's
Yeah.
so surprising to me, really. Like, and it's almost like, am I in a nightmare right now and just waking up?
It's like
I've been reading in our newspapers that Trump actually asked Zelensky to step down as president of Ukraine. I don't understand why the hell.
I believe he
Trump,
did.
He did, yeah.
They called for new elections, and he tried to make a big deal out of it. That Zelensky
said that they
doesn't
were gonna
want
give him,
elections. That's bullshit. That's another lie.
He was trying to say because that he wasn't holding a fair election or something, because normally they would have had an election by now, but because
it's hard to have an election when the Russians are bombing the shit out of you.
It is a little difficult. How are you, Jorge?
I'm good, brother, and we love you. We've been thinking about you a lot.
Well, I appreciate that.
Well, family's family, man.
And it is. How is the wonderful Nan doing?
Well, she kind of had like a ear infection, but she's getting better, and we're all looking forward to bright, sunny days.
Indeed. We had a bright, sunny day today. I'm hoping for more.
You know what strikes me about all this?
What strikes you about this, Jorge?
Well, you got this Medicaid situation where, like, I don't know in Texas what the numbers are, but I know that, like, in Massachusetts, 1 out of every 3 nursing home patients is being paid for by Medicaid.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens to those people if Medicaid goes away?
What are they going to do? Sit them on the street corner out there?
Yes. The answer to that is yes.
Just they get the wagon and they start rolling, drag out your dead. Drag out your dead
Yeah.
with a cart.
Yeah.
What the
With the
fuck?
cart going by.
You know?
Bring out your dead.
Yeah, bring out your dead. What the hell are these people? This is beyond like bad politics. This is just fucking evil. Okay.
It is, and it's
evil.
gonna, as you insinuate,
this is
it's
evil,
gonna,
man.
It's gonna inflict harm upon our society.
And the tariffs and the it's all it's all headed for a crash. I mean, you're blasting down a dead end street, you know?
Like a fucking pimple, it's all going to come to a head, baby.
Yeah.
And it's going to pop. And it's going to be messy.
Accelerating down a dead end street, man.
Balls to the wall,
That's a
baby.
trickle-down effect of the money going to the top.
I think all this shit, I know all this shit started with Reagan, and they've been planning this shit for 50 years, man.
Reagan was the turn to the Republicans' greed. You know,
that's when the Republicans lost their soul, you know.
Yep. I would agree with that. That's when the Republican Party just took a wrong turn and hasn't got off that bridge yet. And this time they've gone off the deep end with this shit. And I think
it's
at some point you think they're going to realize this shit, but we hope they do before it's too damn late.
And there's this Social Security thing, okay? Now, everybody's, crisis in Social Security. You remember during Reagan, we had the Social Security crisis. And because they were stealing the money from Social Security. So rather than raise taxes, which Reagan did, but he said he didn't, they raised the Social Security rate to save Social Security.
Yeah.
Okay, and the guy who planned that was, God, what was his name? Anyway, Reagan rewarded him by making him the chairman of the Fed forever.
Oh.
What was his name? Anyway,
I think I know who you're talking about.
He was the guy who came up with the whole plan to raise the Social Security to begin with.
Raising the age limit.
So, what, Bernanke or I don't know.
Oh, that sounds right.
Anyway,
Steve Bernanke.
It was Ben Bernanke.
Ben Bernanke?
Wasn't it? Yeah, something like that.
I think so.
Anyway, it was his idea to raise Social Security to begin with, and he got rewarded by being the chairman of the Fed.
Which controls
so, there you go. Yeah. And everybody knew that the baby boomers were all going to fix them to retire and take Social Security. That was should not have been a surprise.
No, that's pure math. They knew it was coming.
And so,
if the Republicans had their way, they would get rid of Social Security. They would.
Tomorrow.
They'd replace it with private investment accounts that you can put money in. That's what they do now.
Or bitcoins that you can just
Bitcoin or some shit like that.
Don't get wiped out by North Korea, you know?
Well, Republican politicians want to get rid of it, but the common man Republican, they have to live on it the same as everybody else.
Well, that's. I'm hoping
that
this bullshit.
Hard for this shit.
I'm hoping that this bullshit that he's doing now, which is going to affect a lot of red states, states. The red states, they are more of the money receivers than the blue states. A lot of the blue states pay more in taxes to the federal budget than red states, but the red states are the ones that suck up most of the resources. And when they start talking about cutting, social services and stuff, guess who that's going to hurt? A lot of red states.
Red states.
And, there's going to be a showdown between the diehard maggots and those that consider themselves conservative or Christian or whatever fucking word you want to use in there. Fuck. Anyway, hey, let me thank Keith Thompson, who came in with $5 and said, there is a music clip which we need to hold on to. No More Sounds of Silence by Disturbed. No more sounds of silence. I'll have to check that out because I know the sound of silence. That's a good. Anyway, Beth came in with $5. Said, "I'm trying to go to the protest on the 14th in Columbus, Ohio. I feel like I should do my part to support the veterans. Much love to all." Well, Beth, bless your heart if you can, and just yeah, if you have the opportunity, if you have the ability to attend a protest, please, I encourage you. I encourage you to do exactly that. And
the veterans protest is on the 14th.
On the 14th, yeah,
That
look
would
how
be
many
the
veterans, thousands of veterans have lost their job already with nothing but a get out the door. You know,
We started Blue
Jamie
Dot
B
Choir
says
and
my
have
allergy
them,
medicine was $51. Now it's over 300. Thinking, well, don't get me started on that shit. How you doing, Kirk?
Oh my God, that's my fucking line too. Don't
Yeah,
get me
the
started on this
healthcare.
fucking meeting. This cabinet meeting. This is a fucking
Oh,
Donald
that
Trump
was
and his
bullshit.
junk drawer. Fucking junk drawer.
That wasn't a cabinet meeting. That was Elon Musk meeting. That was an Elon Musk meeting, I guess.
The Elon Show.
What
know,
can you say? You can't make this shit up.
This fucking death squad, man. The one thing that I fucking heard out of that cabinet meeting, or caught wind of anyways, because I ain't sitting and watching that shit. I'm just gonna get clips of it here and there. This fucking RFK guy, man, is, measles
Ain't
is
he a wealth
regular
of
thing.
information?
This anti-science movement is fucking deadly.
As is
He's
seen
eating too
in
many
Texas right
roadkill.
now with the measles outbreak.
He
already
says,
had
it's a regular thing. The last
No, it's
fucking
not.
measles death was a fucking 10 years ago.
Yeah,
the last time we had
decades
one
ago.
single death from this shit.
And that's the result of people not getting their kids vaccinated. My kids asked me, "Dad, we're vaccinated." Yes.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yes, they're vaccinated.
the most annoying thing about RFK Jr. was he was asked, "What are you going to do about it?" And he said nothing. He just said, "Oh, I'm being briefed. I'm watching," but he didn't come up with anything to
He's the
to
same
fight it.
way Donald Trump is. He talks in code. Just everything they say is.
They came up with it years ago.
Well, he got rid of all the inspector generals. Who the hell's briefing him in the first place on anything? On any of them briefing anything?
But he is like, and every cabinet member in the United States is being called a czar now. I mean, so he's the health czar, RFK. Putin Trump is probably wanting to give his cabinet Russian titles. I don't know why, but I mean, he calls them czars.
The czar. Yeah, we're going to the czar
so,
thing.
I mean, if the new health czar isn't going to do shit to combat
title doesn't do nothing for a double dipshit,
No, but I mean, I'm
Doesn't help
talking
at all.
about why isn't RFK doing something to stop the spread of measles?
Because he
Why
doesn't
isn't
know
he doing
what the hell
something?
to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Issue.
Fucking
And
MAGA
the
always
bureaucracy that does know, they're trying to get rid of. They're
I
trying
think
to fire
the
the people
worm
that
in
do
his
know.
brain is still operating.
It's probably
It's
breathing.
not a requirement of the job. Neither is it of any of those people sitting at that table. And that includes Marco Rubio, who I thought had a little bit more brains than to jump off into the deep end with that kind of turd floating in the pool. But he did.
Do you know what he did? Do you know what he did yesterday? He had a meeting scheduled with the Secretary of State of the EU. She came to Washington to meet Marco Rubio, and 5 minutes before the meeting, Marco Rubio canceled the meeting with the head of the Secretary of State of the EU. 5 minutes before the meeting, Marco Rubio canceled the meeting.
Cancels it. Well, he probably got a call from Tony. Got a text message saying, "Hey, don't do that."
But I mean, the Secretary of State of the European Union has flown in from Europe to Washington to meet with Rubio, and you don't cancel like that. It's so rude.
It is. It is. Everything he's doing is rude, crude, and socially unacceptable.
Maybe they,
Rude. These people are gonna murder their own constituents.
They're going to murder their own constituents, and the death toll around the world is going to increase without the aid that we provide for food and medicine.
They're rude.
Those people that aren't going to get that food and medicine, guess what? Tough shit. That's the United States stance nowadays. Tough shit. Ain't our problem. Fuck off.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
with
our
Biden's
answer is down to the
collaboration
world.
with Russia and stuff, he's just basically gonna, hand the reins over to him. He's taking all of his orders from there. This is how you do this. This is how you do that. This is how you get 80% of the vote on rigged elections. That kind of shit that you see coming out of Russia every time there's a supposed election.
Yeah, that pretend election
Well,
they
see,
have.
but
Yeah.
if you get the Russian oligarch
Anybody
and
gets
the
any
American
popularity over
oligarch together, then
Anybody in Russia gets too popular on the opposite side, they have a tendency to fall out windows.
yeah,
Yep.
or get poisoned.
Or get poisoned.
Yeah.
And that's who Donald Trump is in bed with. That guy. The guy who's president forever of Russia. You think that's what, it's king. He's a king. And
Well,
Donald
he's an
Trump
emperor.
wants
He's
to
not
be
a
king of
king,
America.
He's the emperor. He wants to be
So
Napoleon.
Yes.
I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist here, but Gene Hackman and his wife and dog were found dead, and Gene Hackman is probably the last living person that was supposedly on Richard Nixon's list, and he was found dead. Him and his wife and dog. Where's Roger Stone? Where's Roger Stone at?
Let's not go there.
Yeah, that's a little too deep. It is a mystery though, because the dog, the husband, Gene Hackman, his wife, and the dog, found in separate
smarter
rooms.
people than I figure that shit out.
That I know what I think in my head.
We don't know anything about the man other than he was a good actor.
Yeah, he was a good actor. I don't know anything about his politics or anything like that. I think the mystery will be solved. The cause of death will be determined. The reasons for it probably will,
We know that
they'll blame it on the dog.
We know that
They'll say the dog killed the two of them and committed suicide.
No.
I've heard that there was carbon monoxide poisoning, and that
No, it
two
was
other
not.
They
dogs.
ruled it out.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
did they?
they ruled out the gas thing.
But
So
they said
carbon
two other dogs were found alive, though.
The two dogs were outside.
Oh, were they? Okay.
But we know that Richard Nixon
It's a mystery
had,
that will be solved, I'm sure.
But in the 70s, Richard Nixon actually had John Lennon followed because John Lennon criticized the
There's
Nixon
a whole movie about it.
Yeah, I know that, and they even tried to have John Lennon deported because of his criticism of the Vietnam War. So, we know that
And we all
governments,
know how well that went.
Nixon was a fascist too. You can say whatever you want about him, but he was a fascist.
Can I say whatever I really want to say about Nixon?
You can say whatever you want about him.
Oh, I got a lot of things I'd like to say about Nixon.
None of them good.
Son of a bitch.
None of them good. Yeah. Yeah, Nixon prolonged a war that everybody knew was a fucking dead end. And a lot of men died because of it. Anyway, Blue Dot Greeter came in with, wait. Hudson Kerr came in with a $100 donation. Bless your heart, bub. I appreciate that. It said, wild to watch Macron correct Trump on Ukraine aid, and then today the UK Prime Minister Starmer correct Vance on free speech, all in the diplomat reception room in front of the world's press. They're having none of it. My great fear is that the cameras go away, and it has already begun. And indeed, because they're trying to limit who is in that press room when the questions are asked, and they want to stack the deck with a bunch of right-wing nut job news organizations, and that's a bunch of bullshit. But yeah, they're being very selective with who's asking the questions. because that's when the shit hits the fan, is when he's asked a question that he can't answer, which is every one of them. And Blue Dot Greeter came in with $2 and said, "Play the song for President Elonia. Elonia.
Melania.
Elania. Oh, it makes Elania.
I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Just shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Bow, bow. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow,
Yes.
bow. Shut the fuck up.
That guy needs to shut up.
Bow, bow. Shut the fuck
Every
up.
time
Shut the fuck up. Bow,
what a
bow.
duet. Trump and Elon Musk. What a
Somebody
duet
sent that
to
to him.
speak.
Who did that song?
You know, I don't know.
The Rolling
I'd have
Stones,
to look on my thing. I'd have
Wasn't
to
that
go
the
to
Rolling
the.
Stones?
No,
It was
shut the
given
fuck
to
up,
me by
bitch.
it was given me by Tim Cormall of the Tim Cormall Show. If you don't
Oh well,
watch
that
him,
figures.
shame on
But
you.
yeah,
Yeah, I got it
Love
from him.
him.
He gave
We
it to me a
love
long
him.
time ago.
I'd like to. I want a copy of it on my
the minute I heard the
man.
damn thing, I wanted a copy of it.
Like, yeah, I need
I could
this,
play that
man.
20 times, 50 titimes a day. Oh, shut the fuck up.
I have lots of
There's-
uses for this.
Oh, yeah, every time Donnie speaks, you could play it. Because that's what my main, that's what's in my head right now. Just the disgusting repeat of everything that he says is just dribble. It means nothing. He's got no message. He's got no words of wisdom. He has barely an idea of what they're doing behind, in our government, what the Republicans are doing.
Well,
Shit.
He has no idea on any peace deal for Ukraine either. None.
No. He'll throw Ukraine under the bus
No,
in a
give
heartbeat.
Putin what he wants, and the oligarchs.
And
It's like the thing with Panama. Y'all know about the thing with Panama and the Trump deal down there, right?
What Trump deal?
Well, Trump had this hotel deal going down in Panama, and the Russians were all buying these suites, and
Yeah.
everything was going good. They were laundering a bunch of Russian money down there in Panama, and the government of Panama went, no. And they pulled the deal and shut him down and took his name off the hotel. And that's why he's got a hard on for Panama.
World some 17
Because
plus million.
they shut down his money laundering operation down there.
And that's what it is. Every one of
It's
Trump's hotels is a
available.
money laundering station now. Every one of them.
Trump Tower was a money laundering thing.
It's a
But
grip
what is-
like it.
Felix Sater was like
The gold
in
watches
there.
are the same thing, and the Trump Bible or whatever whatever trinket he's
The
selling
$5
today.
million gold
The
card.
$5 million gold card. Can you believe that shit?
Yeah.
You
He
gotta
is
sing
making
it,
that.
though,
That is being discussed now in the news, like it's acceptable. Oh, we'll just
So
sell a
this
gold
is-
card.
what
You
is
get
this? The
benefits just
oligarchs,
like the
the
green card,
Russian-
except more benefits. Really?
Russian oligarchs get to
Oh,
become
baby.
American citizens,
Sure.
and they come.
Not a
and it's gonna
problem.
be
5 million,
great.
maybe get your ass right in
It's
here.
gonna
Just
be
buy your
great,
way right
baby.
in. We're for sale.
Trump, Gaza,
That's what
Russian,
he
yeah,
spits
it's
on
all
the Statue
okay.
of Liberty. Where's all the patriotic Republicans standing up against this shit?
You have to get rid of them and start all over.
Give us
And
your
you wanna-
poor huddled
you wanna know
masses? I don't
something,
think
John?
so. I don't
John,
think
you
so.
called this
Now
a
it's-
long time ago. It's kind of funny when you look back. If people look back on John's older shows, there's a lot of things that John suspects that are going to happen that have happened.
that happened.
I'm not
I'm not
calling
the
John
only
a
one, though.
psychic
I'm
here
sure
or
everybody in
nothing,
our
but-
chat could recognize all this shit.
You remember
You know-
when you were talking about Donald Trump wanting to put his face on fucking American currency? Now look
Yes,
what they got
yes,
a proposal
and now look
for.
what they're done do. The $250 bill. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? They want to
Sounds
put,
pretty
yes,
clear to me.
there's a group of Republican congressmen already introduced a bill to put his face on a $250 bill.
I think $49.95 would be better.
How about that?
The
$2.98.
$49.95 bill. That's legit. Hell
Or
yeah,
even
it's
better.
legit.
Even better. $14.88. Put it on a $14.88 bill. I mean, the motherfucker's a Nazi.
Yeah. That just, oh man, I'm just telling you, yeah, when I saw that, it goes to the depth of how far the Republican Congress is willing to kiss his ass, to bow down, to do whatever the king wants.
You're gonna have Trump posters at every fucking building eventually. You're gonna have him in every highway. You're gonna have big posters of Trump.
Yes.
Yes. And you're gonna have to salute him. Your dear leader.
I'm surprised we don't pass a law that says we all have to have his picture in our house.
Yeah.
And that could be inspected at any time from the.
Yeah.
You have Elon.
You have to buy. You have to bow your head, John, every time you see him. Then your dear leader, you have to.
Well, yeah.
I'm thinking he's more of a Nazi salute every time you see him. That's what he wants.
Yeah.
All the billions he's supposed to be worth.
I got his salute
and everything.
right
I got
here.
doesn't have his name on none of it. It's all in somebody else's name.
Mm.
All the properties and holdings that he has his name on and stuff.
It's all offshore.
So yeah, this is like you have a dictator now, and he's not even trying to hide that he's a dictator. No,
yes.
There's no doubt.
He's acting like
he's
one.
He's a dictator. Yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
it smells like a turd, looks like a turd. It's
a turd. Yeah, yeah.
And
that's exactly what he's
backing on the bill.
And he even said before he got elected that he was going to be a dictator. So people should not be surprised that he's actually doing what he told. And
they just got pumped up with that shit. I'll be dictator on day one. Yeah, well, it's day what, 30 something, and guess what? He's still doing it. He lied to you, dictator on day one. A lot of them are still on board with him. A lot of them have gotten hit by it. Yeah, they're loving it.
Maybe we need a dictator.
My neighbor's just loving the shit out of it.
Yeah. I wonder what Biden is thinking now. He left a month ago. And I'm wondering what he's thinking about what's going on.
I'm sure his heart is sad. As is the rest of us.
He really tried to save the country, and it went back to that fucking animal.
It went backwards. Because for one plain
George,
fact,
what's going on?
In the United States, it's easy to sell hate.
Yeah.
As much as this nation
overplayed
considers
his hand, and he's probably knowing it.
Yeah.
And he's probably feeling a lot of guilt for this shit.
Biden?
He's not an idiot. Yeah.
No, but Biden, you can't blame Biden for this. He tried his best to
stop
it.
You can't blame Biden, and you can't blame, it was...
Biden was a one-term president, and he tried to go for two.
He tried to go
for two. And then it didn't work, and it cost us dearly. And then that...
I don't agree with that.
He did some powerful stuff while he was president. That is the one thing that I will agree with, because he did say he was going to be a one-term president as a bridge to a new.
He should have.
Yeah, and he
tried
to build the bridge too late.
No, I don't.
He tried to build the bridge too late when he backed out and Kamala Harris took over. That was the building of the bridge that was supposed to happen, but he did it too late.
Yeah, but he didn't back
he
out.
Left her with not enough time to
decide it.
We've lived through history.
Yeah.
These years, since Obama was elected,
shit, I lived through
history
Watergate,
has changed,
so
baby.
this is just another one. I thought we were done with this shit, but this is worse.
Well, I wonder how much it'll diminish the life expectancies over the course of the next 10 years with all of the
well, they take away Medicaid, it's going to
I feel like he's chipping a little piece of my life every damn day.
Yep.
I was talking to some of our Blue Dots who are concerned about my. It's like you got to take a break from this shit, but you can't when you do this. And I'm not the only one. Everybody that uses their voice on social media has to do one thing every damn day. Bury yourself in the fucking news. And when that's what you do every day for 8 or 9 years, It gets old and it plays on
Yeah.
it plays on your whole fucking being. But I've said before, I don't give a shit how tired I get, how frustrated I get. I'm in this fight, baby, until I fucking die or he goes away. One of the two.
Hell, it's my country.
It is.
Yep.
It is, and I took an oath to it, and I ain't giving up on that shit.
No. Fuck
So-
that. We ain't giving this up.
But yeah, there's a price you pay for this shit. But it's a price worth paying.
Yeah.
It is. Others that have become before us have paid a far dearer price to continue this democracy, to keep our way of life here.
Thought when
Thousands
Biden
upon
won
thousands, millions.
that was about the end of Trump, and I had hopes, high hopes for America,
I
but
still have
when
hope.
I have not, hope
I've
springs
not lost my hope
eternal,
for this
and
country.
I don't give up for nobody.
Nobody. Anyway, hey, let me catch up. Maria Betancourt came in with $5 and said the measles vaccine was introduced in 1963, and it dropped measles by 97% by 1965. And Maria Betancourt came back again with another $5 and said after the measles vaccine in 1963, there were no reported cases of autism.
And
There are no
Rancho
reported-
Tire says
And
hi,
yet-
Maria.
And yet, here we are today in Texas. The measles vaccine is growing every day. I mean, the measles cases here in Texas are growing every day. Now, this didn't happen overnight. This is years and years of bullshit about vaccines and the shit that came from Robert F. Kennedy's mouth, Jr.'s mouth.
Truly unfortunate people there, the kids.
Who's that
because they don't get to
blonde-headed
make that
actress
choice.
that started this big anti-vax movement? McCarthy.
Well, there's been a bunch of them, but they've all
Yeah, but
gotten the vaccines.
She was real big on it, and it got a lot of publicity.
This is the same guy that's talking about taking fluoride out of tap water. Think about this for a second. The concentration of fluoride in tap water is 0.7 parts per million. An average tube of toothpaste has about 1,500 parts per million of fluoride. So if we're going to try to brush our teeth and use non-fluorinated water, guess what? You're still getting fluoride.
Well,
ain't that some shit? I did not know that. I mean, I probably knew it, but It didn't dawn on me. Thank you for saying
it's
that,
shit like that
Yeah.
that people don't think about. If they knew these facts, they would look at RFK like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
I don't know all the facts, and I still look at him like he's a
idiot.
dumbass.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
don't even know this shit, but I know he's
Yeah, I
an
don't
idiot.
even have to know this shit to look at him and know he's a
Yeah,
he's a
yeah,
psycho.
he's an idiot.
Really? You put
You just fucking junkie.
a dead bear on his fucking car? Was it
He's
a
an
dead
old
bear head or some
junkie,
shit?
man.
Yeah, dumped it in
That
Central
man is-
Park.
His whole family disowns his ass.
Yeah,
But yet
he's a face value
prime.
guy.
He's prime guy for Health and Human Services.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about face value. Is what you're talking about, John. You just look at this guy from face value, and you're like, "You're fucking nuts."
Yeah, you don't have to dig deep. You don't have to dig deep on this guy. He's a whack job from day one.
Like beef jerky with a pair of eyes.
But yet there he sits at the
Yeah, I
cabinet
like that.
meeting. Yeah.
Beef jerky.
Got a circle,
Oh,
a circle jerk of yes men at that
I heard
cabinet meeting.
Elon Musk has this thing called Neuralink where you can get a chip in your fucking brain. Maybe that'll
Oh, yeah.
fucking get rid of this other dude's brain worm.
Ah, shit. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. He wants us all to have one, I'm sure.
You remember when they got all up in arms about the COVID vaccine, the non-vaxxers on the right, and they're like, "Oh, there's
there's
chips
a
in
chip.
there," and and now you
There's
got
Bill
Elon
Gates
Musk.
chip.
Hey,
Elon
one
Musk
of
wants to
Gates
put chips
chip.
in your brain. Come on now.
We don't want the Gates chip. We want the Musk chip.
There is no rhyme or reason to the bullshit
Damn
that he's
it.
doing except for one thing, and that is to benefit his pockets and those
Right.
wealthy ones around him.
But
That's
I have something to say. Don't interrupt each other. Let one speak at a time. We're kind
that takes
of
away all the
talking
fun.
over each other. Oh yeah, but I mean, Kirk was being
I
interrupted.
fully agree.
Yeah.
We get carried away.
Yeah.
We get carried
No,
away.
I
Who was
wasn't talking
speaking,
about
by
you,
the
John.
way?
Kirk was speaking, and he got interrupted by somebody.
No, it's all right. I understand the table gets busy. We're all pissed off, man. So I mean, I understand.
But we have to think about the viewers that is actually watching this show. I mean,
Right.
Take turns, that's all. Just take turns.
Vaccinate your children, viewers, please, for the love of God, vaccinate your fucking children.
Yeah, it'd be the right thing to
Don't
do.
be
the healthy
a
thing to
shitty
do.
fucking parent.
And there are decades of science behind that. So you get one guy that comes in and says, "Oh, crazy bunch of bullshit," and all of a sudden we go, "Hey, well, maybe he's right." No. That's what pisses me off a lot about the news here lately is every stupid thing that comes out of Donald Trump's mouth, the next day is in the fucking news and we're discussing it like it's a possibility. Like taking Greenland or Panama or turning the Gaza into the fucking Mediterranean Trump land. It's all
making
designed
AI videos.
And making AI. I can't believe that stupid video. I really can't. But that's him. That's how come he shared it. That is him. And that's what he wants to do. He doesn't give a shit about the Palestinians. And you know something I heard today too, and it pissed me off when he said it, but it was from the UK Prime Minister. When he said that when he was talking about the Middle East, and he reiterated the only solution in the Middle East is a two-state solution. And every time I hear those words, I think to myself, bull fucking shit. Because Israel has already taken over most of the West Bank. I don't know where you're getting the two states from. If you look at what Israel's already done and with their settlements in the West Bank, they've taken over damn near the whole damn piece of land. So where are you getting two states from? And it's something I just, I've heard all my life. The two-state solution, that we're working towards a two-state solution. No, we're not. We're playing the let's don't do shit game.
You can't have a two-state solution when there's one guy that's a fucking kleptomaniac.
Yeah,
not
that's
happening.
Netanyahu. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And the only reason that man ain't in jail is because he's prime minister. As long as he's prime minister over there, he stays out of jail for embezzling fucking money. Yeah.
Oh, he's a lot of atrocities that he's guilty
Well,
of, that he's deflecting.
You're never going to see an end to the Middle East crisis. You're never going to see an end to it. Because
no, they've been fighting there forever.
Yeah. It's where all the religions meet right there, and it's a ball of wax, So you can expect it to just, continue being what it has been. A place where terrorism hacks every day.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. I hate hearing that two-state solution. I do. Just because of that. Because I know how much land Israel has taken in the West Bank. And I don't know where you're going to get the land for two states. So I kind of toss that out the window every time I hear it.
I wonder how those pro-Palestinian protesters feel now, huh?
Yeah. And we've seen them, a few of them on TV, actually, in the news, being remorseful of that. And a little too late,
Too late.
Thanks for the change of heart.
We tried to warn them.
Yeah.
We tried to warn them from a lot of different angles.
And it didn't work. And now we're stuck with this guy. Impeachment, there's cause. There's cause. But that's just going to feed into his narrative of they're out to get him. The weaponization of the justice or the whatever. He'd turn it around. It's our society we have to worry about. It's the people, our own citizens, our neighbors. They're the ones that put him in. You have to
You
wonder.
know, we're gonna have to get a resistance movement here that grows so large by the midterms that everybody is so fucking pissed off they want to just dump the Republicans in the dumpster.
That's what we need. That's what we need. And actually, Donnie's doing a hell of a good job trying to promote that. Because it's going to take good 2 years for everything to impact everybody, the things that he's destroyed. It's not, the immediate impact is all those people that are getting laid off, tens of thousands of people getting laid off. It's going to impact them right now. But just like the peanut butter company, it's going to have a ripple effect all through our country.
The problem with that is that you have to remember that in history that Hitler, when he became chancellor, Germany changed within 53 days, and it was gone. Democracy was gone.
Doesn't take much. Democracy dies.
So are you guys going to be around in 2 years? So if you're talking about the midterms, that's
2 years.
We're not even a month in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're like, if you're looking at it, where is he going to be in what 53? Like 53 days is not even two. Is like not even. Are you going to be like Germany was in power?
I hope not.
Because
I don't think that's going to happen. I'm not that pessimistic about it.
I'm just sort of saying, from someone who likes. I mean, I studied world history an awful lot, and it's like,
the similarities between 1930s Germany and what we're seeing right now are very similar.
And people who speak out, what's going to happen when he what did Hitler do? If anyone spoke out against him, he got rid of them. He called them names, and they're gay, or they're this, or and
it's the same shit Donnie's doing.
Even world like heroes of the country were. The only person that he could not damn was the Red Baron, because he was dead. But every other hero was destroyed by Hitler, and that big families all of a sudden were gone.
And look what Trump is doing to our heroes, to our military generals and admirals. He's kicking them down the road in favor of a Fox News host.
And taking over the media. That's exactly what they did. That's what
control the narrative, which is what he's doing.
So when I hear, midterms, we're going to do it, you may not even have one.
I pray there is, but that is it's not an obscene question. No. Because voting is one of the big things on their target list. Who votes? Who gets to vote? They're trying to purge the voter. Yes, they've already purged as much as they can, and they're going to keep doing it. So I suggest you always keep on top of your voter registration. Every time you get near an election, make sure your voter registration is up.
I don't think it's going to be as bad as Lydia is saying.
Oh, I hope it's not. I hope it's not. I'm just saying. No. I hope not. I'm just saying, look at what, I mean,
I think there would be more resistance in the United States at this time.
Yeah, there will be a resistance
than what Hitler had in his day.
You will have resistance because you're going to have 77 million people voted for Trump, but there was a lot of fucking people who either voted for Kamala or did not vote at all. So he's got like 30% of the population in America behind him, but 70% did not vote for Trump. And they are not going to accept fascism if he tries to do it.
But a lot of things also happened at night when people were not awake, too, in Germany. And look at when dumbass Trump tweets. It's at night. Like every Friday night. Bullshit happens. Every single
He read the book. He read the book, baby. What can I tell you? That's exactly. We all know his affection for Hitler. He's got he keeps the book by the bed, baby.
But he's
trying to be possible and look at solutions,
But he also calls the media the enemy. And what does Putin do? He kills off journalists.
Yes.
Any dissent. Comedians, everyone.
And that's what he's trying to do now with the selections within. It's going to be a little bit harder today in America, I mean, in the United States, because of the freedom of the press. But yeah, he's going to try to impact that as much as he can.
Anyway, I'm just sort of saying, like, part of me just sort of says, yes, I totally agree. 2 years would be great, but with the timing of how fast we have,
how fast everything is moving.
What he has been doing already has caused some damage. Now, I mean, already there are Canadians who love the U.S. dearly and have said, "I'll never go back there again," even whatever.
And that's sad too, because
that's
during
sad.
the winter months, we have a lot of Canadian people down here that winter down here on the Gulf Coast. Snowbirds, exactly. Yes, they come from North America, north of the United States, up around, North Dakota, South Dakota, the freezing cold ass states, and in Canada, and we have a large influx of Canadian and Northern Americans that come down to the Gulf Coast, all around the Gulf Coast, whether it be Florida or Texas or anywhere in between. It's a pretty heavy population. So if that were to be, that would impact our economy. It would impact the mom and pop stores, that service those communities. We're going down a road of destruction, baby, if we don't get hold of this shit.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
every one of these jobs that gets cut from, just one federal job, that creates the loss of 7 more jobs that
that's what I mean.
They support with their pay.
Yeah. And the threat of people losing their homes, is very real.
Waterfall.
You lose your income. All those plans that you made are out the freaking window all of a sudden. You got 15 minutes to go clean out your desk. Ain't that some shit? That's a slap in the face. We used to not be such a hard-hearted country as to do the shit that they're doing right now.
Just like they did in Apprentice, you're fired.
You're fired. That's what they love it. They love it. The maggots love it. You're fired. Yeah, fire them all. Yeah, until they fire the people that take care of their shit.
And speaking of The Apprentice, there is a movie now. I just told you the other day, John, that movie about Trump. I recommend that to everybody who wants to know about Trump and how he started out with Roy Cohn. Watch the movie The Apprentice. It's highly recommended,
Yeah,
it just shows how evil he is.
It's on my list of shit to watch. Adam.
Yeah.
Adam, are you in this room? How the hell did you get in here, buddy? Adam, where's the blueberries?
Am I in this room yet?
You're in the room, buddy.
Oh man, I tell you what, I'm just sitting here trying to come up with $1 million idea.
Yeah.
And I just came up with one.
What? Oh, just right now, out of your head.
And just right now, as we're sitting talking on this channel, listening to the group chat here, I am going to be trying to start selling fire hydrant wraps with Elon Musk and President Trump.
Oh, so you can.
I want every single dog that people go walking for. Take a piss on every single fire hydrant as they're walking along their trails. And if people have a fire hydrant in their yard, they can get one and they can wrap their own personal fire hydrant with their own orange cookie or their Elon Musk. And decide which one their dog wants to piss on.
Hell, I might get arrested because I might be tempted to stop and take a leak myself.
I'm telling you, I might do it. I got a fire hydrant in my yard, and I am thinking about it for real. And if I think that's the best idea. Nobody better steal this from me, by the way, unless I'm trying to collect royalties ahead of time.
There you go. Yeah,
I'll tell you what. Coming off the press right now.
Given the same, the right marketing, I think that would take off in certain neighborhoods.
I tell you what. How can I contact Taylor Swift and Mark Cuban? I mean, literally, I think I need to put this into full mode, and I'm going to get every single person out there. You know, I'd even give it.
Let me know when you got a product for sale, buddy. I'll push it.
I tell you what, just wrap those fire hydrants full of his orange face and let them dogs just keep on walking by. Anything.
Adam,
put his mouth right where the hose goes. You know, where they have to hook up the hose, because you don't want to interrupt the fireman's duty. So make a to where when the fireman takes the cap off there, you stick the hose right in Donnie's mouth.
Oh, righty then.
Yeah, they should put it in his ass so the water comes out of his mouth.
Well,
you got to make it known who you're going on. You can have the dog at least has to go.
Yeah.
You know, the dog's going to want to go if he walks up and sees some ugly fucking mug that looks like one of those two.
Looks like something you should piss on.
Because I'll tell you what, these people, oh, geez, that's a
great idea, Adam. I like the way you think, brother.
I'm telling you, hands down. You know what? I could even come up with one for street lights. Maybe even street sign numbers. Maybe mailboxes.
Adam, if you put it, Adam, if you put a hose in his ass, he can be a fountain. You know?
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh, that's
good. Because the water comes out of his mouth.
See, there's probably a whole market out there for.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm going to get
Golden this. Says my dogs enjoy fire hydrants. Well, there you go. They might enjoy it a little bit more. You could see your dog smile just a little bit.
I'd definitely give my dog a treat if I had a dog, but I'd give him a treat right after they did a business like that.
There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Wag the tail. All that shit.
Exactly.
Hey, let me thank Tim Lowry, who came in with $2, said, our rallying cry is only 3 words. Oh, Gulf of Mexico. I want you to know, Tim, my son, Tyler, who works at a store out here that has a lot of red customers, you might say. He proudly wears his T-shirt he ordered, and it says Gulf of Mexico in big letters, and it says founded in, oh shit, I always forget the date, 15, 30, 40, look it up, whenever the Gulf of Mexico was founded. But he wears it in big bold letters, Gulf of Mexico. And not one of his customers has said a damn thing about it.
That's good.
I'm telling you, I said the other day, I'm surprised he doesn't want to rename the Pacific Ocean. Because, the west coast of United States, California, Oregon, Washington, and then the east coast of Hawaii, that's ours, and all that water in between. Makes sense to me. The American Ocean.
Of Australia the other day. It was rather large.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, it's the ridiculous shit that he comes up with.
No, we should call the Atlantic Ocean the Trump Ocean. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
If he could get away with having something named after his ass, hell yes, he would. He's all for, I'm sure, the $250 bill. And doesn't that says... Yes, Reflecting Moon is also pointing out that the Associated Press has been blocked in a judge upheld it because they refused to use the words Gulf of America. Think of that a court is letting stand in order for them not to come into the White House. The press is not allowed in because of their refusal to use the language he says. Think about that.
Freedom! Freedom!
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of it here, not?
Yeah. It's being chipped upon every damn day.
Just chipped away. I mean, just grab your vape pen and your greens and a 6-pack and run to the hills. No,
yeah, my son even came up today. My Governor Abbott down here in Texas is pushing. Down here in Texas, we don't have legal weed. We have legal THCA.
Oh,
I think.
Sure.
Yeah, it's the junior kiddie version of pot, I guess. I don't know, but it's sold down here. A lot of vape shops, a lot of stores. We have lots of them all over the place, where you can go and buy your THCA vape and pretend that you're getting high, I guess. But Abbott wants to do away with those. He wants, not only are we not going to legalize pot, we're backing up the bus and getting rid of that. And one of the distributors down here at the store, my son goes, said that would be 85% of what they sell in that store would be gone. So, yeah, Texas is busy marching backwards.
Let's just take away 85% of his ramp.
Yeah, no shit. No shit.
Let's take 85% of his ramp
he's
away.
Nothing but he's a Trump ass licker, which in my book makes him a Putin ass licker. That's who Abbott is. He's just saying he wants to suck up to Donnie as much as he can. You know, the great fucking parade he put on about shipping migrants to New York and all that, it was just bullshit. It was hateful bullshit that did nothing but bring disgrace to my state. Anyway. Oh, look at there. It's almost time for us to go. Hey, before we go, I want to thank Uncle Fatty. Uncle Fatty, who came in with a $4.20 donation.
All right, Fatty.
Yes, he is. And said, sub up, ring the bell, smack the thumb, and fuck Trump. There you go. Ring the, where's my bell? Ring the bell, where's my gong? And fuck Trump.
Cheers, Idaho.
K.Y. Johnson Michael came in with $2, said, does this all stem from the PP tapes? Yes, I think it does. Yes, as a matter of fact, that I just watched a thing about Trump's life in 1987 when he did the pageant over there. Yeah, that's when his life changed. And it is, we all joke about the PP tape, but yeah, I think Putin has compromise on Donnie. He has some kind of videos. He was over there. You know what kind of man he is. I don't know if it's a piss tape or what, but there's video of him doing something, I bet. I would bet any amount of money on it. And, yeah. So, hence Donnie's...
it's almost like the color that matches his hair. What, golden? Matches his toilet?
Yeah.
Golden?
Yep. Golden.
Yeah, golden. Yeah, he likes those golden showers.
On a side note, did you see the story about the golden toilet that was robbed? It was a solid gold toilet. It was worth $16 million.
Where was it?
Now, damn it, I knew you was going to ask that. It was in the news. Look up stolen golden toilet. It'll tell you where it was stolen from. I want to say England. At a museum or no, not a museum. No. Ah, shit. Somebody Google real quick.
That'd be
$1 million toilet. But I just saw it in the news the other day. So, yeah, they even had video outside the surveillance where they're walking out. You see one guy carrying the lid, the seat, the toilet seat. That's a very distinctive part. You can spot it real easy in the videotape. He's hauling ass out to the car. And as far as I know, they got away with it so far. They suspect it was cut up into pieces. And, well, there goes.
Can you imagine, John, somebody pulling that kind of shit? Jesus.
I can imagine Donald Trump having a solid gold toilet. Yes, it's easy to imagine that. He would be the kind that would want that. Because, of course, everything Donald touches.
He must have been doing some heavy preparation,
Rebecca Kimball, when you have PP tapes, you're in trouble.
Just lots of preparation, in H for that.
Boy, howdy shit.
Come on now.
Shit up.
Now we're drifting off to
Yeah. I'm sorry. That's me. I got to get going. So you guys all have a good night.
Oh, we're all leaving. Hey, we're going with you. Hey. We're going with you.
Come on, let's go wrap these fire hydrants up with
good idea.
Musk
I appreciate that idea, brother.
Across the country, and I think it's a great idea.
Thank you. I think it's a great damn idea. Adam, thank you for coming in, buddy.
All right, buddy.
And take care of your blueberries, buddy. Take care of your blueberries.
Oh, you bet, man. Eat the blueberries.
Indeed. All right, brother. All right. Take care of yourself.
You too.
All right. And George.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming in, brother.
I appreciate you having me at the table.
Table's
Speak
open
my
all the time,
mind a
brother.
little bit.
We all got 2 cents. We can all spit it in there.
Yep,
Anyway.
you spin it in
All
there
right,
somehow.
George. You bet. Take care of yourself, bub.
You betcha.
And Yelly Man.
All right.
Always
Thank you for
appreciate that
allowing me on.
perspective, buddy, from outside looking in.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of what's going on in your country affect us.
Yes, it affects the world.
It kind of might be
yeah.
a little bit interesting to sort of coordinate between us, how you are doing and how we are doing. And, you know, we're all connected. This is a little,
it's good.
I mean,
Yeah,
we're all connected.
you and Aussie Dave will be a good reflection of what, you know, the impact.
What's going on? Yeah.
It's going to have around the world, not just here in this country, but around the world.
It's been pretty rough. You know, it's been rough. I mean, JD Vance showing up in Munich telling us to go fuck ourselves.
Kicking everybody's,
you know,
it's all wonderful. He's going around doing the same thing everywhere, kicking everybody in the shins. You know, telling them you ain't done enough, you got to pay. You know, it's extortion at the highest level.
But that was very nice when the president of France just corrected Trump in the
I loved it yesterday, and I loved it today.
Yeah.
They have courage. Our president doesn't have that. Anyway, Yelly Man, take care of yourself. Come back and see us.
I will. See you later, John.
All right, take care of yourself. And before we go on, I want to thank Retriever 19 Golden, who came in with a $20 donation. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, bub. And where was I? Oh, Kirk. That's where I was.
Hey, John.
Hey, appreciate it, bud. Thank you for coming in. You always bring something good to the table. I appreciate that. Facts. I like it.
Yeah. Thanks for having me again, and everybody keep up the good fight and keep up with the resistance. Call and harass your congressman, and if you're able to get involved with the 50-51 movement, do so.
Indeed. If you could use your voice, use it in person, or if you can't do it in person, then write that letter, make that phone call, and be a part of this, because, you know, we need every voice in this shit. Anyway, Kirk, take care of yourself, and we'll see you next time.
Take care.
You bet.
Bye-bye.
And Lydia.
Hey.
Thank you for having me again. The guys first. Huh? Hey, I'm a gentleman.
Yeah.
Give the ladies the last voice. Anyway, darling, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it tremendously. And again, that perspective from a Canadian looking down here.
Yeah. Well,
it's a gloomy situation we're in, huh, dear?
You're good people, and there's a lot of good people in the U.S., and we have to remember that.
And both sides realize that. This is political stance between Trump and the Canadian people, and this has nothing to do with the relationship that we have with our family to the north. So, well, Lydia, thank you very much for coming in, darling. Come back.
I will be back. You have a good one.
I like your dogs. I like your dogs.
Thank you. Yeah, I like them too. I think I'll keep them.
All right, there you go. And Miss Chick,
I
like your dogs too.
I was gonna say, I was just wondering if she wanted an extra one.
Shit.
Well, do you want to trade?
You know,
I have a loud one here. I can trade.
They're both the same trouble, probably.
Yeah.
Good trouble.
Good trouble.
You have a good one. Bye-bye.
And Miss Chick.
Hey, John.
Thank you so much, darling. Huh?
Tonight at midnight. Shut it down. Close that wallet up.
Yeah.
Be spending it.
I won't have a problem with that. Not a problem at all.
24 hours.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Yeah, cold there's turkey. Nothing I need. We bought gas today, as a matter of fact, so I won't need that. I can't think of a single thing we'll need. Ice. I need ice, and I think I'll probably get that tonight because my son's going to run the store. So I need ice.
People were asking about
or I can make ice if I force
other events. And yeah, if you go to, here, let me post a link real quick in here. Where is that edit button? If you go to this link here.
Link there.
Hang on, I got to get rid of some of the extra crud that's behind it. It just needs the short version. Oop, there we go.
There you go.
will take you to a site that lists events that people are doing. They put their events up. And there is stuff on Saturday. Everything on Friday, you know, you can do that at home. You can just not spend money. But on Saturday and in some places Sunday, they are doing protests at their local capitals. For instance, Philadelphia is marching on their meeting at City Hall at noon. Let's see, looks like Newark is doing something. They call it Iron Front meeting.
Outstanding.
Kenosha, that's Wisconsin, I do believe. Saturday, that's at 10 a.m., I think. So you just have to go in and check. But there's a whole lot of Saturday protests, you know, carrying your signs, being out there.
So you
all
can
of
go
them
to events.pol.rev.com.
Right.
Events, politicalevents.com.
And it's like a scroll through kind of calendar. You can be specific. You can type in your city or, you know, town or something and see if anybody's got anything cooking. And maybe you'll be the cooker.
There you go.
And then, of course, on the 4th, Tuesday, well, even Monday, there's some Save Noah, Stop Doge. And that looks like California, possibly, Modesto. On Tuesday, the 4th, it's possibly the State of the Union night address.
Oh.
But people are going to be maybe boycotting or marching then too at different places. So yeah, check it out. I mean, just keep scrolling through. It's like every week, every day, somebody's doing something somewhere. Let's keep up the momentum.
And if you want to know where to contact your elected official, you can go to usa.gov/elected-officials and type in your zip code. That's all you have to give them, and it will give you a list, addresses, phone numbers of everybody from the president right down to your local community, the phone numbers and addresses of people to write to. So take a gander at that and use the power of the pen. So anyway,
I can't push that.
There's so much going on though. There is. There's and it's growing. It's going to continue to grow too. So
it is. Anyway. And on the election side of news, I did see something on Blue Sky today. A woman posted something that said the voter registration site in Florida was down.
Really?
So you couldn't go in and request for mail-in votes for the special election. Yeah.
Huh.
But remember that special election is on April 1st. So check your registration, however you have to do that. If you have to drive in, stop by an office, whatever, make sure you're registered.
Whatever it takes. Because that's their game plan, baby.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Control the vote. Control who gets to vote, then you control the vote. And they're going to try to pull everything out.
Those 2 red seats that sort of got vacated, and we want them to turn blue. We want Gay Balamont and Josh Wheel in the 1st and 6th districts in Florida. Do what you can. Send a couple bucks.
There you go.
Yeah.
Don't even have to live there.
Don't
you
even
can be in this fight. Just you can make those donations to out of state, and we need them because they need the help because they're in red districts. So
yes, they are.
And that
would
be the first good crack.
Right here, that's a big help to us. It keeps the algorithm going. It keeps us in the front of your feed, and you can be one of those brave blue dots that shares shit.
You could be a shit share. Every one of you watching right now could be a shit share and possibly have your name called out by Miss Chick. Because you do call out their names, don't you?
I do. I found some people.
You found more shit shares. See? There you go. Who are these shit shares?
Well, these brave souls today were Dr. Cynthia P. from California, Deborah Lee S. from Delaware, Frank M. from Virginia, Andrew M. from Michigan, yeah. W.E. from Utah, and Rich M. from Florida all shared this shit.
All were shit shares and had their name called out right here on the Blue Dot Family Live show. So you too, all you have to do is right down there. Should like, share, and subscribe. All that shit's right down there. Easy to do with your finger, and it doesn't cost you a dime, baby. Anyway, and our numbers are continuing to go up.
Yep.
Our family continues to grow because there's more and more people getting outraged at
Couple
this shit.
new subscribers.
Hi.
Yeah. I said I saw a few new subscribers pop in tonight.
They did. They did. DJ Obit has just subscribed just a little while ago. Bassett Lover has subscribed. Randy Dalmel and Bill R. Just all within the last few months. So yeah, this family is growing every day, baby, because outrage is growing every day. So whether it's my show or some other voice that you get pleasure from listening to, do that. Spread this shit around. This ain't a contest between me and any other online, voice. It's not a contest. And I encourage you to listen to as many as you can because we're all singing the same song, trying to raise up the whole ball of wax, baby. Anyway, Miss Chick, I want to thank you, darling. Every time I start this show and I see your name down there, I breathe a little easier. So thank you for that.
Well, I'm just your rabbit's foot. That's okay, John.
Bringing me luck, baby. I'm telling you. Anyway, yeah. Today is Thursday, so tomorrow's Beard Bud Friday. Yes, when they go to get ice, I want to make sure I have my beer before tomorrow. And until then, y'all take care of yourself. Remember to smile. Pass that shit around to somebody else, and stay attuned to what's going on, baby, because the shit's hitting the fan every damn day. Every day you turn on the news, there's a new outrage, new bullshit that he's trying. And we all have to pay attention to it because no matter how stupid it is, it has a chance of becoming an idea with this crap. Anyway, y'all take care of yourself, and we'll see you again on Sunday. Until then, love y'all. Take care. Say goodnight.